Hey guys, welcome back to another Sorted George. What we're going to be doing this time round, I've picked up a set of drums from a 67 V8 Mustang. Obviously, right, mine's a 68 and it is a straight six, 4-pot. Sorry, not 4-pot, but 4-stud, and obviously I need it for 5-stud. As a temporary measure, I mean, I picked these up pretty cheap, so actually cheaper than what it would cost me to reseat some tyres, because my tyres keep going flat and it's driving me up the wall. So what I'm going to do, I am going to take out these bearings and repack them with grease. Now I know they are going to fit okay on my straight six spindles, because in 68 every Mustang that wasn't disc brakes had the V8 spindles, even the straight six cars. In 67 I'm not sure, maybe a bit different, but I know in 68 even the straight sixes had the V8 spindles, so I know these are going to go straight on, so that's fine. Let's pull these apart and I'll show you inside. So right, this is what we got inside. Shoes, there's plenty of meat left on them, which is nice. They've had the wheel cylinders were replaced recently. Well, I say recently, obviously like a couple of thousand, but not even that. Drum surfaces are absolutely beautiful. There is not a score mark on them or anything, so I'm really happy about that. That's good. So yeah, I just wanted to repack these bearings, so I'll have to take the rear seal out, I expect, to get that one out, just to repack it, like I say, and give this a clean up. And the other one is exactly the same. So yeah, that one looks like it's been painted and that one ain't. So actually it looks quite new. So George, banging. Yeah, right, let's crack on. Lovely.
Put a baking tray under the freaking oven because all the juices are flowing out of the pie from the apple.
She's just cooking an apple crumble. Right, Uno shoe. Right, there you go. Take that out now. Sorted George. That's that one all done. Put them back in there, then I ain't going to lose them, am I? Sorted George. Right, that's got all the brakes and stuff cleaned off. There's the backing plate. I should give that a paint, as you do. What I've done is just, excuse me, used a bit of sort of degreaser and scuffed off the shoes, so they're all nice and clean. Etc. Same as the wheel cylinder, that's all nice and clean as well. It's, well, as you can see, it's virtually brand new anyway, so, and that's what I was told. So we're giving these little bits a go as well. Same as the drum. Oh, excuse me. That's giving that a nice clean. That is an absolute fantastic surface in that. I love that. That is great. Clean that bit of crap off. Yeah, the reason why I forgot to mention earlier, the reason why I'm putting these on, I mentioned about the tyres. Now, because obviously I've only got 4 studs and I want 5, and I've got a set of 5-stud wheels, the tyres keep going down and it's driving me up the wall. So, and I'd like to get the 5-stud wheels on. I came across these. They are literally just a temporary measure, because obviously I've got a 8.8 axle to go in the back, and that's got discs on it, and you can't have discs on the back and drums on the front. Not really, not ideally. This is just literally just to wheel it around. So and I should be getting rid of these once I get my disc conversion. So what I'm going to do is, regards repacking the bearings, the ones that are in the hub, I'm not going to mess about taking out the seal, etc. to get that out. I should just pack some grease in with that, and the same, obviously I will clean that one out, because obviously I can, because it's out. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm putting on drums on the front when I already have drums. It's just a temporary measure. So yeah, let's crack on. Right, I've just given this a quick prime, both sides, and I'll give it a quick coat of paint, quick coat of black just to tidy it up, as you do. Got to be done. Sort of jolt. And there it is with the black. Jobbed. Let's tidy that up. Obviously I've got to do this one now. At least you can see what they were like compared to what they are going to be. Sorted. Right, let's crack on. Sorted, George. Lovely. Right, that's giving that a quick clean up. That's better. Put a bit of like degrease it and then prime it, and put a bit of black on it. 70288, and the other one was 70287. That's got both of them done. Jobbed. Yeah, sort of, George. At least it's tidied up anyway. And there she is, hung up drying. And what I've also got is I've put my bearings in some petrol just to soak overnight, clear that out, and then I'll pack them tomorrow. So George, laters. Right, it's the next evening, and you'll be pleased to know I have deciding against taking out the other bearings. I've already removed one of the seals. I was having to think about it last night, and it's like, do you know what, I just about do them. So I've taken one out. They're in soak in the little pot there with two front ones. It's basically, it's this really that you're more concerned about, because that's the one that seals up against the hub. And focus, thank you. And then this edge around the outside is actually pretty good on this one, so I've managed to save that one, so that's good. I can go back in there over the side, and I shall now take that one out. So here we go. The outer ring, this is upside down, so this outer ring, it goes in that way, and then it will sit just around this edge here, like so. It looks like these are two different ones because this one's got rubber all the way round, whereas this one doesn't. So it was obviously changed at some point, got two different makes, but it don't matter. It don't matter. And literally all I've done with that one, put the screwdriver in, and it came up. This one's been a bit more difficult. Wow, okay. Is it going to pry out? Haha, yes, here it goes. Alright, I got it. Here we go. Let's go around that way. There she goes, nice and gentle. Because I want to save this. To be fair, like I said before, this isn't going to be sort of used as she is. It's not going to be used out on the road or anything like that. It's just so that I can roll it about. But obviously I don't want to grease going all over the place. There you go. And she's out. And that edge is okay. Right. So with George, let's crack on. Right, that's given them a clean up in there. The races are very good, I must admit. I'm pleased about that. Looking very good. There's no marks, there's no scoring, there's no nothing. So about the grease. I don't know why there's grease on there. I ain't got a clue. You'd have thought that they would have been packed with grease, wouldn't you? You know. Right, let's repack these bearings, shall we? Away we go. Right, start with the big ones first. Get a nice big globule of grease in your hand. Excuse me. And then, like I say, what you do is just keep cuffing that in like so until it comes out. You can just see it coming out the other end. See what can you see it coming out the top there now? These three here. Right, so now that's that little section done. So and then you just move it around and carry on again, and that's how you do it, just like that. There you go, it's coming out again. Move that around, and that is how you pack a bearing. Jobbed. Right, that's them packed nice and tight, and rear seals back in on both of them. Jobbed, and little front ones, let's say they're obviously all packed. And what I should do is I should just turn this over in a minute, and then just put them in, sit them in, and then I should go and fit them tomorrow. So yeah, they're packed nice and tight. I can't really turn them with my hands because it's full of, there you go, just about. That's good. So that's all nice and tightly packed with new grease, fresh grease. That's good. Sorted, George. Right, we're going to fit him tomorrow. Okay, here we go. Next day. Get rid of that because I won't be needing that anymore. Right. There she goes. Got some nice shoes in that. Very nice. Now, let's get to take all this lot off, shall we? Right, I've just released the back plate. I've left a couple of nuts on there at the moment because I've now got to get this offed. There's the washer, there's the inner bearing, and off comes the hub. Lovely. So, George. Right, just take off these last two nuts that are holding that on. And that should. I'll tell you what, before I do that, let's take the brake hose off, shall we? Now that's done. That come out of there. And that should come straight off of there like that. Lovely. Right, you can sit in there. Time to clean this lot up and rebuild them. Right, back plate is on. Now, just for your info here, what you need, right, the car is facing that way, so this is the front right. You want this slot here to be at sort of like towards the back, and on the other side it's going to be here, so towards the back. What you've got here, these little studs that hold the backing plate on, you've got the three that are the same length. You've got three that are the same length like that, and then you've got one like that. Now this long one here needs to go in this bottom left hand corner because it goes through this part of the like the stub axle, spindle bit, or whatever you want to call it. This bit here. Right, let's crack on. Right, that's them four on. Jobbed. Right. Now, another little tip, little top tip for you. And I know people might not like it because it's new brakes, but if you look at the shoes, how can I get this for you? Right, trying to look at the camera. This back edge here, so yeah, this back edge here is actually just proud of the shoe. Now, these little triangle divot bits here are what run on the backing plate. Now, just here you've got three flat surfaces, 1 2 3 1 2 3, and they obviously they sit on there. Now, ideally, just as a help so that your brakes can actually work properly, you just want to get the tiniest bit of grease. I know people are going to go, oh, no. It's actually a top tip that I picked up from somewhere else. You literally just rub it like so, just a finger's smidge in there. It's no good with copperies, because that's going to that ain't going to last long, I wouldn't have thought. But yeah, just the tiniest bit of grease, and that will help your brakes slide backwards and forwards against the back plate and perform properly. Just on them squares there, that's all you want it, just a tiny little smear, and then that'll be enough. That'll give it a fighting chance to operate better, as they should. As you can see, I haven't piled it on there or put a globule on there. It is literally just a smear, and that's going to help your shoes move backwards and forwards as they should. I'll show you in a minute. But right, let's crack on with this. That's one in. Now what I'd normally do is just put a little bit of copperies on the end of the little what's names that go towards the brake shoe. Just helps you get them in, and they slot in nicely, and they're not going to catch the rubber and damage it, so they're in there nicely. Right, shoes. Now shoes, if you look, you've got, if I put the shoes up together, you've got a long one and a short one. Now the long one always goes to the back. Okay, right, pin through like so. Now these washers are sort of curved on one side and dented in on the other, and it is so that you can sit, says that they sit on the spring like so. So when you put the first one on, that will go on backwards like so. Put your spring on, and then you get the other one, sits the other way. Right, what I'm going to do, I normally use needle nose pliers, so to put these on. Oh, I love brake drums. Not. There you go. And then that'll seat in there like that. Lovely. That's one side. Now t'other. Now that's that one done. Springs. Now, springs. You've got 3 different colours. Like I said, that's the front of the cart. So yellow is this top left-hand corner here. The blue, which is the bigger spring, that one is going to go along the bottom, that way around, sorry. And then the green one, it's got like an extra wide spring part to it towards the end. That's going to sit in there, and they've all got to go over here. Now, this top, this top nipple here, where all the springs go, your first one in, then this is going to be the pain in the derriere, because you need to have this, I can't remember what they call it now, but basically it's for the self-adjuster. So there's your hook, and there's your hook and your eye. Now, if you look, the way that it is, this top ledge bit here needs to face out, okay, so that this here is, this side wants to go face down. Now that goes on first, that sits in there before any springs, but you've also got to get it around there. I mean, you know, different people do it different ways. Now I want the yellow one, but also, now the way you get this in, put it in, twist it, and then it's in. Okay, I'll come back to that wire in a second. But also on this one, on the 68s and the 69s, don't know about the 67, I'm not sure, probably, you have this spring as well. Now, this particular one, as you can see, you've got the arch. Okay, now when that, you're going to go into these two holes here, and that will run across. If I just put that behind just for a second, you can see that runs over this archway. If you get it on the other way round, so that it's going to be that way, it's going to face down, and then you're going to interfere with your hub. So if you do have this particular spring, I don't think the 65, 66 haven't, but I know 68, 69, well, obviously 67 as well, yeah, fair comment, because these come from a 67. So yeah, so that sits in these two holes here, but you want this ridge to go with this here, and then it will rest up against your wheel cylinder. So really you've got to get all that lot in all at the same time, sort of thing. So that's on. That's got to go around that. That will sit over that hole. If I twist that around, that ain't going to come out. Yellow one. In and twist. Try that way around. There you go. In and twist. And before any tension, I've got to get that one sat in under there. I'm going to get in. There you go. Right. Now all I've got to do, for starters, is to get that one up there. I normally use a flathead screwdriver to see if that'll work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it don't. There you go. Right, that's that one in. Now, here comes the green one. Again, in and twist. And actually I could probably, yeah, that'll be all right. Should, yeah, it'll be all right. I'll get that one in. Go on. Nope. Nearly. Don't you just love it? One goes in first time, and the other one don't want to play. There you go. And she's in. Lovely. Right, now I can put that one in. There you go. That's better. That's that lot. Now, bottom one. So what you need now is your self-adjuster. That can go in there. That's in there, like so. That's as low as it will possibly go. Yep. So now what we've got to do is just, you got your big spring, because this piece here, it sits like that. So you've got to go in, same as these, you go in and twist, and then it will sit hard up against the back of this shoe. So that's ready to go in there. You now want, here comes your hook. That sits on that part. This hook piece here, I'll just go on, sits in that part of the shoe. That's your self adjuster there. And now all we've got to do is get that in there. Just like that. Let's give it a go. There you go. Jobbed. You see how easy that is moving on that grease. Let's put the hub on. That's all packed with grease, lovely. So let's get me grease. Sort of jobbed. Bang in. Time for the hub. On goes the hub. Small bearing on front. Washer. Nut. So that's just pinch, just pinch tight to hold it, that's all. There you go. There's your there you go. That's better. Lovely. Right. That's one side done. And there she is, all done. Jobbed. Wheel on. Let's just put this centre cap on, shall I? As you do. There you go, lovely. Jobbed. Let's put it down on the deck and just tighten up them wheel nuts. That's that side done. Looks rather smart. It's going to look good. Yep. Sort of, George. Now, what we got to do is this side. Right, here we go. And there she is. Finished. Right. I know the old tracker needs doing because that's definitely out. More obvious now with the bigger wheel, but never mind, eh? Right. On that note, I think it's time to go home. Guys, thanks ever so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope the little sort of tutorial with the brakes and that lot was some help to you. Hope you got something out of it. Like, share, subscribe if you wouldn't mind. Appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next one. Sort of, George.